Welcome to the Lucha Critics podcast. This is your host, Ken Sandwich.
Welcome to another edition of the Lucha Critics. On this edition, it is a recap show. On the panel tonight, we have Josh over here. Say what's up, Josh.
Hello, everybody.
Hell yeah.
Punk.
CM Punk, hell yeah. And over here, we got Warren. Say what's up, Warren.
Guten Tag.
Hell yeah.
KO, I guess, even though you see Sammy on the shirt.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
KO shirt.
And we're going to be recapping All In, and then Dynamite, and then we're going to be recapping WWE up until today's pay-per-view of Bash in Berlin. So let's get started with All In. Man, I have my notes, and essentially it started off with the ladder match, the Fatal 4-Way Trios match. I'm not sure if you guys noticed. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
You forgot the pre-show match.
Thank you. Go ahead and start with that.
There was pre-show matches that they came out of nowhere. I don't know the tag team match, but I know it's the Willow match versus tag team match versus Statlander.
Yeah. So let me pull up my website here because I fucking had it already for some reason. So actually that doesn't even have it. Never mind. So
there
yeah.
was like a 16-man tag team match and a 10-man tag team match, and I just see a bunch of words on one of them, and I'm like, I'm not reading this anymore.
Yeah. I don't have the pre-show stuff. If you do want to say something about the pre-show, feel free to say it.
Oh, I missed all the pre-show matches, but I know
Same.
that Willow won.
Hell yeah.
I guess she's doing. Well, it's gonna come on Dynamite. She presented the stipulation for the matches for the All Out. So,
which I can I'll add that info a little bit later, but I'm not sure if there was anything else that happened. Oh yeah, fucking Jamie Hayter came back after a year of being out, taking out Saraya. So yeah, that should be an interesting matchup. I'm glad that she's back. She was kind of looking like Becky Lynch, and people were like trashing her online. But hey, I'm happy she's back. It's gonna be awesome to see Haterade on display. But moving on to the main event. So first match, like I said, it was the 4-Way Trios match. I'm not sure if you guys noticed this or not, but I took notes this time. The fucking ladder was short as shit. Like it was comedically short. And I was like, wait, why are they doing that?
That, or they hung the belts too low.
Maybe. But they also had a comedically large fucking ladder. So I don't know if it was done on purpose for tongue-in-cheek shit. I don't know, but it was pretty funny.
Have.
Right. It feels too random.
Yeah. You can't screw up like that badly. I mean, I didn't see the ladder. I heard about it, and like on paper that sounds hilarious, and then eventually someone just gets the right size ladder to finally climb up.
Yeah. Juice brought in the actual ladder. There was a cool moment with Christian basically beating the shit out of everyone because he kind of ran out in the beginning of the match, came back while everyone was already kind of beat up and started beating people up. But lo and behold, we have BCC and Pac as new trios champs, and I want to see Pac in the BCC. It only makes sense. We're losing. Oh, not anymore. I'll just say that. I'll just go ahead and blur that out. But what I thought at the time was we're losing Bryan. He's going to retire, and so it would be a good idea to bring in Pac as a new member of the BCC. But yeah, dope ass team. I like this trio's new champs. Do you guys have anything to say about this match?
I blame Nick Wayne.
Nick Wayne.
You saw the match. He was flexing in front of the crowd when Pac was going up. He could have turned around, gone up, and saved the match for the patriarchy.
Well, very interesting indeed. Warren, do you have anything to say about the match?
Oh, I didn't see the pay-per-view.
Hell yeah. We shall skip that one then.
I've only seen bits and pieces of it.
No worries. we got Toni Storm next versus Mariah May for the Women's Championship. Not sure if you got to see this online, Warren, but we saw Mariah May slap the shit out of her mom.
Yep.
In the middle of the match for no reason. Just literally just goes up to her and slaps, like goes in and pulled no punches, slapped the shit out of her.
Yep.
Yeah, Mariah wins, of course. We kind of saw that come in leading up. I kind of also see something else happening after this loss. I see it's a broken Toni Storm. I think that might be the next character she might be coming in with, but who knows? Josh, do you have anything to say about this?
To be honest, this was out of the 2 women title matches, this was the best one.
Yeah, this one got bloody.
I love the storytelling. I like how Mariah slapped the shit out of her mom, slapped the shit out of the butler.
Yes, that's right. Fucking Luther. Yep. Fucking Luther got slapped the shit out of.
My pick was Mariah, but there was a slight chance I thought Toni might retain. Yeah. But it was actually good back and forth.
Yeah, it was definitely time for Toni to pass the title, but I wouldn't have minded her keeping it for a little bit longer for sure. Anything you want to add, Warren?
Yeah, I mean, just from knowing the story from on the outside, it makes sense to end it here. It was always seemed like it was going to end like this from the very get-go, especially if they were doing an all about Eve motif with it.
Yeah,
it gives Toni to be her next character, which could is broken. Toni sort of could be anything. It could be great. So that's exciting. And like you don't need still be the champion to still be interesting. Like sometimes losing is better for your character.
Yeah, I think that too. Eventually she'll become champion again. She's that good.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, in order for the story to continue, the champ needs to lose. Moving on to the next matchup, and that was Hook versus Jericho for the FTW Championship. Cool thing that happened right off the bat is Hook coming out to Taz's theme. Mm-hmm. The beep, beep, beep. That shit was dope. So it was a hardcore match. FTW Championship is always under hardcore rules. So we saw fucking cricket bats and cricket balls be used because they're in the UK, so that was funny. At the end of the match, towards the end of the match, we saw Taz come out and help his son by fucking giving a Taz mission to the bounty hunter, and big pop happened. I popped. I was like, oh shit, it's fucking Taz. He's doing the Taz mission. It was awesome. But yeah, Hook ended up winning his title back, and he won. That was pretty cool. Josh, do you have anything to say about the match?
It was a good match. I'm gonna be honest, the first few minutes was kind of like slow for me, but they were jumping the crap out of the Hook.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, great. And then I started laughing when I think it was Bill or the bounty hunter pulled out that thing of barbed wire, the little plaque, and they put it on the table. I don't know if you saw, one side was bloody as hell, so they have to flip it to use it.
That is funny. No, I didn't see that.
Yeah. I was like, what the hell? Yeah. But
why was it bloody as?
I don't know, because I guess they were used it the night before, because when they lifted it up, it had blood on it, so they flipped it over again.
That is funny. They're using fake blood. Interesting.
But I do have one problem with this whole FTW belt, which happened on Dynamite. So when we get to there, I'll talk about it.
Perfect. Anything you want to say before we move on, Warren?
I don't know. Again, just seeing the notes from the clips and everything. It was nice, I guess, that Taz interfered. It makes sense. You know, your son being double teamed. Honestly, you should have done it sooner. Where were you, Taz? But yeah, I saw the pictures of like Hook's giving Jericho the submission while Taz is giving the other guy the submission like at the same time, then winning, which is nice.
Definitely a good scene.
I think people are hating on this Chris Jericho character too much.
I don't
it's
like
okay
it.
To like. Well,
well, go ahead and put your point.
I like he's not like, I mean, yes, he's using it to be over, but like it's in a way that makes sense story wise. And it's not like he's invincible. Like again, Hook won this match. It makes sense to do that. In order to get there, you have to have him lose and have Jericho win in order to get to this moment. If this moment happened and Chris Jericho won, I could see the rage. I could see the outrage of like Jericho's just over, but he is like helping the younger wrestlers up. So
no, 100%. That I'll definitely give you credit on that one. I just don't like. I guess that's the point, to have it be smug and fake and be this fake motivational speaker type of person. I get it. I just don't like it. It just I guess it's doing what it's supposed to do. I guess. Let me go ahead
and before the match, he gave a little mini concert.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
God, I forgot about that. That's right. People were not feeling the concert at all. No, people were not like. There were some people like okay, but they're like not really feeling it.
Yeah, I think I saw him perform. I think Bright Lights on his cruise. And I'm like, this is not good at all.
Oh my god. No.
Yeah. Did you see the meme that they had?
Oh, what's the meme?
It said that during the Jericho match, there's a long line for the men's restroom.
Oh my god. Yeah, I get it. Moving on to the next one. Before anything, you guys want to add else before we move on?
No, that's it.
Cool. Triple threat match for the tag team championship. First off, great intros all around. The Young Bucks coming out or looking like the Beatles was looking pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I didn't get to really write too much notes on this one because I was kind of stuck to like the action that was happening. It was an awesome match. But at the end of there, the grizzled young veterans come out and attack FTR while they're already down after the Young Bucks win. And yeah, they bust the fucking total elimination move, the one that I was talking about the last time. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, I like fucking. I never really got to see them in WWE and other in NXT, but glad that they're in AEW and they're gonna be able to mix it up with the tag team division over here because it was looking kind of stale for a moment there, especially now that we're losing Lucha Bros. Anything you guys want to add to this one? We'll start with Josh.
It was a good match. I think there could have been a little more smoother spots here and there, but overall, it was a good match. FTR gave like what they do. The Acclaim did what they did, but in the end, the Young Bucks needed to retain because they really haven't done anything with the belts. And now that they have a viable new challenge with the Grizzly veterans, that should be good.
Yeah, definitely agree. Warren, anything you want to add?
Daddy Ass looked great like always.
Daddy Ass came out. Yeah, dude, Daddy Ass was out there. The Casino Gauntlet match was next. And a couple awesome things happened at this Gauntlet match. Nigel McGuinness came back after retirement and he looked great. There was a little kind of like rough spots in the beginning, but after the match went on, he started to get looser and it was like riding a bike. Guy was looking great. Then we had Ricochet finally coming into AEW, making his AEW debut.
Quick question.
Yeah.
What is the Casino Gauntlet match? Like, what type of match is that? I'm trying to.
So I was confused as fuck as well because I thought it was an over the top. It's not over the top. So it was the first person to get a pin.
Yep.
Yeah. And
I was like, okay, that makes sense. But in the beginning I was like, okay, but that guy just lost. But yeah, I get it. So
people just keep coming out, and then whoever gets the first pinfall. So like, there's a chance like you can't even come out.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I wasn't sure. I'm like, how does this match work? All right. I can see how it works on paper.
Yeah.
But the winner of the Casino Gauntlet match, who gets a world championship, is Christian Cage, the patriarch himself. Earlier in the match, I thought that because it was Lucha fucking Soros came out.
So yep.
And it was I thought he was finally coming out to like fucking stop Christian from like doing what he was about to do. Nope. He was there to help him out and give him the title. Man, what a swerve. We'll start with Warren.
Didn't they hint at them? Didn't they hint at them breaking up in the tag team match?
Yeah. They did. Anything you want to add, Warren?
It was Ricochet's debut. I know I sort of interrupted when you were talking about it earlier. It was pretty cool, and I know I said the Patriarch was going to win that match, but I really meant Christian was going to win this match in our predictions. So I was right.
I mean, hey, fucking mystic Warren over here. Josh, anything you want to add?
Well, in this match, one of my predictions did come right about Hangman, which comes true in the main event.
Mm-hmm.
But it was an overall good match. Ricochet did his thing. He did his high flying thing. I liked Orange Cassidy when he came out to face Okada for the first two. I thought it was going to be Ricochet and Orange Cassidy 1 and 2, but I like the way they mixed it up. And I kind of saw that they kind of messed up a little bit with some of the ways they were coming out, because there were some people coming out fast, and then they took 5 minutes for the next person to come out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, is there supposed to be a time limit or something like that?
Yeah.
Or
it was a limit of 20 people, and it was supposed to be every minute or something. Person was supposed to come out.
It's honestly, it's the same with the Royal Rumble. It's supposed to be 2 minutes, but there's sometimes where I'm like, I feel like it's been like 4 minutes and no one's came out yet.
Yeah,
like they were clearly waiting for the spot to happen. And they're like, all right, it's like,
let me see. Let's see. The next match is MJF versus Will Ospreay for the American title, aka the International Championship. So I wrote that Will Ospreay's intro was way too fucking long. It was an Assassin's Creed tie-in, which was weird.
Did he pray and blend in?
No. So it's for the new Assassin's Creed, and the new Assassin's Creed is in China, I think.
Japan.
Japan. So it was very like Japanese-esque, and I was like, but we're in the UK.
Yeah.
So I was kind of like, well, this is
UK's everywhere.
True. It just kind of felt weird. Out of place. I kind of wish that this would have been in Dynamite rather than at Wembley, but I understand why they used it at Wembley. But whatever. What's up?
People are doing parkour.
Yeah, people were doing parkour. Fucking parkour.
All right. He has a move called the Hidden Blade too. I'm like, all right, it makes sense.
Yeah. He's the aerial assassin. Not sure if they intended for the streamers to be stuck up there. So there were streamers. Once fucking.
Oh, I heard about that.
Yes. Once fucking MJF came out, and there was red, white, and blue streamers, and they were just up there. You could see some of the you could see some of the people that worked the staff trying to pull down the streamers, so it wasn't intended. That shit was funny to me. Let me see. Osprey took out cameraman. That shit was funny to me.
Yeah. And the cameraman took that hit.
Yeah, the cameraman just took that shit. Daniel Garcia returned to stop MJF from cheating, basically. Osprey wins the American Championship and brings back the International Championship because he was like, fuck that, I don't want the American Championship. Josh, what do you have to say about this match?
It was a good match. I did like, MJF's intro and everything. He kind of reminded me of Apollo Creed coming out in Rocky.
Yes, that was Apollo Creed.
Living in America.
Yes.
But you see the trunks he was wearing? It was the same ones that Lex Luger was wearing a long while ago. I saw that. And then I did like at the end, like you said, Osprey, he didn't want that belt, and the Fallen Angel came out to give him the actual belt.
Yeah, Christopher Daniels, that's right. That was cool. I like that I guess they brought that back. It was would have been weird for Osprey to hold the American title.
Yeah.
But definitely interesting. Warren, anything you want to say before we move on?
No, it makes sense that Osprey won over MJF. MJF can survive with the loss, and he can focus on other championships as well. I'm on the AEW site. I'm going through, and there's just one paragraph that just says the fans chanted, "This is awesome! This is awesome." Okay, AEW. See, people like us. We swear. It's like, why are you putting that in the thing? But that's a little over here or there. But no, yeah, for story wise, it sounds like the right person won. So
definitely. Next match was Mercedes Moné versus the D. What was it? DMD. DMD. Britt Baker. For the TBS Championship. Brutal counter physical match. Britt Baker doing Eddie's spot with the belt to take out Camille was pretty funny. A clean victory for Mercedes though. Apparently though, during the match they accused Britt Baker of sandbagging Mercedes Moné. I haven't seen anything from.
I feel like both of them are sandbagging each other.
I have to see it again. Honestly, I'm glad I got that one, but like yeah, I had to re-see it again. I actually thought that it was good. I'm not sure if they were sandbagging, but if they did, they kind of made it feel more believable in a physical match. But yeah, it was interesting. Anything you guys want to say about this match? We'll start with Warren.
I got nothing, honestly.
Hell yeah, that's cool.
Like I've heard of it, what it is. I feel like Mercedes should have a bigger impact or run right now, but it just feels like it's not happening. I don't understand. I don't know what to do to change it.
No, I agree with you on that one. I feel like they're finally ramping up to that. With Camille and now with her being her bodyguard. I feel like she needs her own stable. She needs something that's gonna like make her that presence. The CEO, right? Josh, what do you have to say about this?
Like I said, like they were to me, it felt like both of them were sandbagging each other, and then when Monet did her finisher, it felt kind of like sloppy.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and then I don't know. To me, like I said, the Toni Storm match was better than this one.
I feel the only reason the Toni Storm one was better is because there's a huge story. There was a big story leading up to it, and this one didn't necessarily have
that build up.
It felt like this has been coming, blah 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 blah. And now we're gonna have a match. So I know what you mean on that one. We'll go ahead and move on to Jack Perry versus Darby Allin in a coffin match for the TNT Championship. The first thing I wrote was Darby Allin coming out looking like Pinhead, pretty much crazy. Yeah, that shit was pretty cool. The fuck CM Punk chant was funny. Once Jack Perry came out, and he took out it was a glass. It was like crushed glass. And people started to chant, "Oh, cry me a river," and then "fuck CM Punk" chant erupted in the arena. Let me see here. Jack Perry wins the brutal match, but at the end there, before they could light the coffin on fire, who said that they were gonna light the fucker on fire? Josh fucking nailed it.
It was me.
It was almost.
Yeah. And Sting comes out. I thought he was done. I guess he ain't done. He took a chair shot to the back. So I'm like,
well,
okay.
I mean, yeah.
But we most likely won't see
when you're retired. When you're retired, you can show up every once in a while just to do a little spot. I don't think also it would ruin the last match if he showed up again.
Yeah.
Less than a year.
Yeah. No, yeah.
This is retirement.
No, we'll see what this means. Most likely it's a one and done. And we'll see what happens later. But yeah, he didn't necessarily. I don't think he showed up on Dynamite. But yeah, definitely liked that match. Enjoyed it. Anything you guys want to add before we move on?
It kind of felt more like a one-sided match because Darby was getting his ass beat from beginning to end.
Yeah, it did. It was a brutal fucking match. Moving on to the main event.
No, wait. I'll say. I know, like we were talking about, like Jack Perry bringing the glass. Everyone was screaming, "Fuck yous" to Punk. But for me, I'm like, can we just move on? Like, I feel like AEW's like the only one bringing up like who's he CM Punk, like no one cares anymore. Like even CM Punk's like, what? Well,
no, like they kind of feed off of each other, honestly. Because remember we saw the pictures that they took with Drew McIntyre took a picture with Jack Perry, then CM Punk took a picture with
Danhausen.
Not Danhausen and fucking Darby Allin as well recently. Mm-hmm. So like I feel like they know how to excite people. Is the best way to do it. Was the best way to put it. They know that tribalism is happening in the wrestling world, so they know how to like rile people up, which is fucking brilliant if you think about it. Moving on.
Before we move on, did you catch Sting's new song he came out to?
No, what's the song?
Secret and Destroyed by Metallica.
Oh, sick.
Oh, I remember about that. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think they're like. I mean, it's probably because it was a one type thing. Yeah. Like, all right, you can come out to this song this one time.
I just wonder how much Metallica got paid.
I mean, if you're gonna pay for something, oh my god, if you're gonna pay for something, it'd be a good idea to pay for something like that. Mm-hmm. Moving on to the final match, which is Daniel Bryan's last match. I'll put that quotations in there, last match, because I'll tell you what happens. Crazy, awesome, epic entrance for Bryan with his OG theme song, The Final Countdown. Swerve came in with a remix to his entrance, which was amazing. Mm-hmm. They had Bun B and West Side Gun. Big pop from this guy right here because I like fucking rap music, and that shit was like, I didn't expect that to happen. Swerve beating up a bloody Bryan in front of his kids was evil. I laughed my ass off. That shit was funny to me. I honestly thought the Hangman distraction was about to get Danielson the win. I like that Danielson got a clean win with the submission. It didn't necessarily get him the win, but it led him to getting the win. So we'll see. But what do you think about the match, Josh?
It was well, to me it was like a 5-star match. My prediction was kind of true that Hangman was going to interfere. It was good storytelling, especially when, like you say, he was beating the crap out of Daniel Bryan in front of his kids.
Yes, that shit was funny.
Yeah, and then all those kicks to the head that Daniel Bryan took, that Swerve did, that move he does, I was like, God damn, how many is he going to take more? And then when he got him in the submission, I was like, yeah, it's over.
Yeah, dude, it was pretty wild. Warren, what do you have anything to say about this match?
It's nice. I think Daniel Bryan definitely earned the win. From everything I've heard about, it's been like a really good match. I sort of wish I saw it. It's just hard to find them entirely. Like I said, Swerve can easily get the championship again down the road. It's not like this is going to end for Swerve. Like, again, it's like bittersweet. As much as I love seeing Bryan Danielson winning, it's like it sucks that Swerve has to lose the title for it to happen. I thought he had a really good run, at least. And again, he can get another run down the line easily. Like I said, it does feel like they're going to doing this so Daniel Bryan can do one more last run. I heard that's why sort of like Christian was able to win the casino, so they could have him and Daniel Bryan face each other as well down the line at some point. Yeah,
that would be funny. But definitely a good point. We'll see what happens. We'll move on to what happened on Dynamite. Now, Josh, did I get your intake for what your opinion on the match?
No, well, you kind of did, but I was going to add one more thing. At the end of the match, you saw the new trios tag teams come out. Pac was there celebrating with them.
Hell yeah.
Which was kind of cool. So I'm feeling that he might join the BBC.
Yeah.
Especially what happened on Dynamite this week when we talk about it. It felt kind of weird.
All right. So, Rick, starting off with, we had the matches. I'll call it the matches first. It was Ricochet versus Kyle Fletcher. Awesome match. Jamie Hayter, her first match back versus Harley Cameron. Definitely a good match as well. The Conglomeration and Hook versus what the fuck are they called? Hold on, there's a stupid ass advertisement in front of the thing. One moment. The Learning Tree and Roderick Strong. And then yeah, that was it. Yes, that was it. But crazy thing that happened that we had Tomohiro Hero Ishii versus Hangman Page as well. But the crazy thing that happened that I had a feeling this was going to happen a long time ago. First we had Moxley come out with a new song. It's no longer the song that you heard.
Yeah.
It's toned down.
Wild Thing.
It's no longer Wild Thing. It's an instrumental. It's dark. It's gritty. And he comes out with to get interviewed by Tony Schiavone. He stops Tony Schiavone, and the last thing I remember really is him telling him that it's not your company anymore. And I was like, oh shit, what the fuck does that mean? So we were like, I'm still like, I don't know what the fuck does that mean. We'll see what that means.
I can tell you what that means.
Hold on. After that, we had another backstage interaction. This time, we see Marina Shafir with Moxley. For those who don't know who Marina Shafir is, she is a badass, like, mixed martial artist turned wrestler who uses her mixed martial arts in her wrestling and rolls with Ronda Rousey. She's been making a name for herself in the ROH. She's been in AEW for a little bit, but now it's time to push her, and brilliant move on AEW for that, because we saw Maria Shafir with Moxley, and it might be that she's either joining the BCC or we're having a new stable come up, and it might be Shane McMahon. Yep. I think that's what you're going to see. Yeah.
Yep. Here comes the money.
Go ahead, Josh. Say what you want to say.
So when I heard him tell him it's not your company no more, I'm like in my head, here comes the money. I was waiting for it to pop out, him to come on Dynamite.
Yeah.
But I think you could probably save that out for All Out.
It
show up.
I feel like this would be the thing that will get people to start watching the show again, because there is a decline that's apparently happening. I don't see it in, like, I honestly enjoy the matches. Maybe that there could be some work in the storylines, but I honestly don't really see anything wrong with the storylines for the most part. But yeah, I don't know. Very interesting in my opinion. Anything else that you remember from Dynamite, Josh?
They set up matches for All Out already.
Yeah, they did.
Especially the way Pac came out to destroy the crap out of Osprey.
So they were trying. Of course, we were gonna see Ricochet versus Osprey. That they've done it in New Japan when Ricochet was a free agent, and yeah, Pac came out and he's like, yeah, fuck that. I'm the international champion, the first ever. It's time you put respect to my name. And he did a Frankensteiner or Poison Rana. One of those. It was dope.
Yeah, he just grabbed him from the back and just made his ass flip backwards. I was like, goddamn.
Yeah, setting that up. We also get MJF versus Daniel Garcia at All In, or All Out, I should say.
It's All Out, yeah.
What else do we got?
We got Swerve versus Hangman steel cage match 4 at All Out.
Yeah, dude, that's gonna be a brutal match, and that's gonna be awesome to see. But yeah, I'm pretty sure there's other matches that are gonna be announced or that were announced and I'm missing. But let's just go ahead.
It's the Willow versus Chris Stanlander at a Chicago Street Fight match.
A Chicago Street Fight match. Hell yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool. But yeah, let's go ahead and move on to WWE Raw. This past Raw. Let's see here. I'm just gonna read off the matches real quick. And one second. This thing load up.
I can tell you it.
Go ahead.
It starts with the Judgment Day versus the LWO. Which is nice. It was nice seeing the rest of the LWO back?
I enjoyed that match. I remember I did watch that match. I'm not sure if I'm remembering this wrong, but were two of the LWO people the original members of Legado del Fantasma?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So they flip flop essentially. From what I remember, the two current guys that are in Legado used to be they were rivaling. I mean, they were going after these two guys when they were in Legado. Am I correct on remembering that?
I think so. Yeah, they're gonna say they were in LWO. I'm like, no, that was never true. But yeah, I think they had a rivalry in NXT for a while. Cause they went back down to NXT because they were on SmackDown. I think Raw or SmackDown with like the kissing cam and stuff like that. And they went back down to NXT, and they probably had a rivalry down there. And I don't really watch NXT too much. I just know the highlights.
All right, I'm glad you remember that. You guys remember that, because I was like, wait a minute, am I remembering this shit wrong? Either way, crazy match. I enjoyed the match. We saw fucking Rey Mysterio fucking slap or hit the shit out of Dominic. That's always cool to see.
Yeah.
But yeah, anything I'm forgetting about this match here?
No, it was good. It was nice seeing LWO back. That's not just Ray and Zelina for a while. So it was like seeing the other members, because I was just wondering, like, what happened to Dragon Lee? What happened to him? And then like, there he is. I knew like one of the other guys was injured, and so I was glad to see he was back. So I feel like he has a different haircut, so I didn't recognize him at first. I'm like, who's that? Like, oh, it's just different hair. It's crazy.
So apparently we have Judgment Day winning by pinfall.
Yeah. Judgment Day win. It makes sense. You're not gonna have them lose before the pay-per-view.
Terror Twins plants Carlito and McDonough with a Riptide and South of Heaven chokeslam combination. I kind of wish, and I'll add this a little bit later, so I'll save that for later. I'm sorry. Next up, we saw reload.
Damage Control.
Damage Control.
Pure Fusion Collective.
Fucking goddamn, what a name. Do you guys like the name? Pure Fusion.
No.
Pure Fusion.
I don't like the name. I like the stable. I don't like the name.
The stable's dope. The stable is dope. Pure Fusion Collective is not dope.
I should just left the Pure Fusion. That would be fine.
Or Fusion.
Yeah.
PFC. Like, what is that?
Sounds like a restaurant.
Yeah, it sounds like a restaurant.
No, it sounds like it sounds like a power plant.
Yeah.
Or something industrial totally like that.
So we saw Damage Control pick up the win,
which was nice.
Yes, I love that Damage.
It was nice seeing, especially Kira actually got the win for once. Like, also her. Yeah.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Insane.
Yeah, no. Also, her botch turned into that she saved, and then turned to something else. Like that was dope.
Definitely dope. After that, there was
Zelina helping out.
Zelina came out, you said?
Yeah, she started beating up Sonya.
That's right. Well. There's a thing going on with them.
Yeah, that's how Damage Control was able to get the win.
Nice.
Essentially. Yeah.
Anything you guys want to add before we move on to the next thing here? Apparently there was a Uncle Howdy promo, CM Punk and Drew McIntyre segment. Let's see. The Kofi Kingston versus Karrion Kross versus Jey Uso for the qualifier match.
We also just want to include the other qualifying match as well of Pete Dunne, The Miz, and Xavier Woods.
Did I skip that one?
No, I'm saying, do we just want to include both of them? Yeah. Like, we might as well just talk about both of them.
Yeah, let's do both of them. So, they have Kofi Kingston in one of them and Xavier Woods in the other one.
Yes.
I kind of was hoping we'd see Kofi Kingston versus Xavier Woods for this. This would be a good way to kind of start drafting them away.
I thought at least one of them would have won. I didn't think. I feel like Jay was obviously going to win that one. Where
true, yeah,
especially with like Kofi and Karrion Kross, and like they're going to focus on each other, and then Jay's going to get the win. I thought Xavier was going to win. I was surprised Pete Dunne won. Honestly, like not that I have anything against Pete Dunne. Dune, is it Dune or Dunne?
I always say Pete Dunne. I just say Dune because it's funny.
Okay. I thought I heard Dunne the whole time. Like I could be wrong. Then the whole, I don't know if anyone noticed this, but I think the next thing Karrion Kross is going to do is break up Miz and R-Truth.
No, for sure.
Because he was talking to the Miz in the back before like the triple threat matches. I don't know if anyone caught that. Like even I missed it. Like it was during one. It was probably like when Pure Fusion Collective were talking, getting their interview. I think you see Karrion Kross and the Miz talking to each other, like trying to be hush hush about it. So I'm like, ooh, he might be trying to convince Miz like you should ditch R-Truth.
He's a little bit of a sore of doubt there. Interesting character. I like it.
Yeah, and also the whole Xavier wearing black.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Of him turning to the dark side. Like, yeah.
I like it. Interesting. Not sure if I'm like kind of just skipping through anything, but there was Uncle Howdy debut versus Chad Gable.
We're skipping one more thing, matches wise. Bronson Reed versus Braun Strowman.
Yes,
and the whole
thank you.
Didn't really, yeah. Like we should at least touch on that. I like how they're making Bronson Reed scary or like something at least.
He's a formidable fucking monster now after this match. Yeah. I forgot who won. I just remembered that it was fucking
no one won.
Cinema. No one won, right?
The audience won.
We saw fucking Bronson Reed literally do a splash onto Braun Strowman onto a fucking car.
Did you see the light sort of break a little bit afterward, like electricity wise?
I feel like that may have been a mistake or a little botch. I think that was supposed to happen like a little bit sooner, and maybe
or it was
even
just
bigger.
Yeah.
Because I don't like that can. Who knows? I don't know.
That seemed like, oh yeah, I guess there's stuff in the cars nowadays that we just forgot about because like there's so much technology in every car now.
Got a point.
So probably just that like oh, I guess that's what happens when we crush people on cars now.
No, you definitely got a point on that one. Let me do this. There it is. Anything else before we move on to Uncle Howdy's debut? Cool.
No, I can't. I feel like there was technically more stuff on Raw, but like, it's probably just dealing with pay-per-view, so we'll talk about it then.
Yeah, we saw finally the debut of Uncle Howdy. Picked up the win against Chad Gable. Definitely an awesome match. Anything you guys want to add about the match?
He kind of gave an homage to Bray Wyatt when he did the thing with the John Cena with dancing with the knocked out person.
Oh, dude, I missed.
Also, the mandible claw.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I remember the mandible claw.
It was a really good match. I didn't know he hasn't wrestled in like 7 years or something like that.
Yeah.
Just hearing his like whole story to get back, getting injured, then COVID, then his brother dying, and now he's finally back. Like it's really nice, like that moment. Like it's weird that like this storyline is actually so sweet at the same time.
No, it is a pretty fucked up situation, and I'm glad that he's.
I heard like Chad was his last opponent too, as well.
I think I heard that too.
Oh damn!
Back then, yeah.
He fought what was Chad's name back then? He had that nickname, Little Something.
Yeah, Little Shorty.
Oh,
Shorty, yeah,
Little Shorty.
Yeah.
Fuck me. Yeah. Fucking Vince McMahon.
Yeah. And then
go ahead.
What's his name? Uncle Howdy was ripped. I was like, when I saw him do the Sister Abigail, I was like, God damn, he's jacked up from his arms. Like, damn.
Oh man, he's in it for real, and it's gonna be interesting to see what type of character comes out of this. But But yeah, let's move on to SmackDown. I see the first match in SmackDown was LA Knight champion versus Ludwig Kaiser for the United States Championship. Of course, LA Knight picks up that win. Let me see if anything happened specifically. Did you guys get to see SmackDown? Because I did not get to see SmackDown.
I watched it last night. I didn't want to do it this morning. No, it was nice. Ludwig got a huge pop, obviously. It's just funny because I'm like, Ludwig, you're on Raw. What are you doing? And he also brought up like, I'll make it the European Championship. Yeah. I'm like, we already have that technically. You can just bring it back if you want.
Yeah.
I'm not going to argue with that. Let's bring back the European Championship. We got enough people from Europe.
So apparently there's rumors out there that they're going to bring NXT Europe. But that's just a rumor.
Bring it, what do you mean by that? They're gonna bring it where to Disneyland? Like what is?
No, as in they're gonna bring an NXT Europe, just like we have NXT out here. There's gonna be an NXT show for Europe.
So instead of doing NXT England like they had it before, it's gonna be all Europe now.
I've really talked about that for a while now. Then it got scrapped or something. I don't know.
I feel like that was because of fucking Vince didn't necessarily.
Yeah.
Vince or COVID or something. I don't know.
Or COVID. That's right. But I feel like because it's Triple H now taking over, he wants that European control, because they bought out a lot of European companies out there. So we'll see.
They're doing well overseas every time with these pay-per-views. So like I see why. I'm just curious, like, are they gonna do a thing where like are they gonna like air it as well in America, or is that like a European type of thing? Only if you really want to find it, you can.
I think it'd be interesting to like have it accessible out here. I'd like to see it. There's a bunch of UK and European talent in general that I've never heard of. I've never heard of fucking Gunther until he came out here.
Like even if it's just like on Peacock, like they just have like the show, like, you watch, like maybe not air it on cable or network TV, but is anyone else excited that SmackDown's going to USA in like 2 weeks instead of being on Fox?
So what's the deal? Why is it so bad that it was on Fox?
I just feel like Fox is more censoring because it's more like accessible network compared to USA, where they can get away with a little bit more. Yeah. Because if you notice between like Raw and SmackDown, like Raw won't black out a lot of stuff. SmackDown's like instantly, if someone in the audience you can barely see is giving the finger, we got to black out the whole screen.
I see your point.
Or so that'll be nice.
No, I'm definitely excited for Raw's move to Netflix. I was about to say. Yeah, that should be pretty fun.
That too. Also, back to the actual, I guess, match.
Yeah.
LA did end up winning. Obviously.
Yeah. I had a feeling I was going to win that one. Anything crazy happened in the match before we move on to the next one?
Nothing crazy. It was a good match between the both of them.
Okay.
And then with the audience was still, I guess, sort of cheering for LA Knight. It's weird because his yas weren't as loud, but they were still there. But it makes sense. You know, they're rooting for the hometown hero.
Yeah.
And it was nice seeing him out there. He clearly was enjoying being a sort of face for a night.
Yeah.
Nice. I see that we had Baron Corbin and Apollo Crews versus Los Garza with Legal Love and Fantasma. How was that match? I see Los Garza won by pinfall.
They are. I really hope the tag team of Baron Corbin and Apollo go somewhere. I like seeing them. I feel like it's just a updated version of him and Braun Breaker, the dogs, but like Apollo instead. Again, it's just nice seeing Apollo out there not doing that Nigerian accent.
Yeah, that was weird.
That was so bad. I sort of wish Baron and Apollo won, but like story-wise, it makes sense. It's nice seeing the other guys win as well. I'm okay with their little tiger thing on their chest. Like, whatever. It gives them a little character that's not, we're the kissy cam guys. Like,
yeah.
Santos felt like he was hungover and just woke up and forgot that he had to record SmackDown. It seemed like, I don't know why, like his hair's normally more gelled or stylized. This was just like out there. He had sunglasses on. Like, yeah, totally forgot we were filming SmackDown.
He's like, we're doing this. All right. I think I remember my lines. Let's go.
Yeah. And they did and I like the segment with them, with Austin Theory and Grayson Waller afterward. I remembered his name this time.
Nice.
And how Austin was sort of sticking up for himself, like, why do you keep doing this? And he's like, no, that's how Australian people are nice to their friends. I'm like, I don't think that's true, Austin, but
I hope that happens soon. I'm kind of tired of that whole thing too.
I like their tag team. I like Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. Also, I really like Grayson Waller's shirt. I don't know why. I was like, it's a nice shirt. I want that he was wearing. Yeah. I don't know, Josh, did you have any comments on that?
No. I just saw the highlights of all the matches.
Oh, okay. So you didn't.
Yeah.
You didn't,
okay. I didn't get a chance. Yeah. I was at work.
Okay. No, fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Next match I see here, unless you have anything else.
No, we can go to the next match.
Next match I see here is Carmelo Hayes versus Andrade El Idolo. With Carmelo Hayes picking up that win. That sounds like a good match. Pretty good.
Yeah, since I've just accepted this is going to be the best 5 out of 7.
Yeah.
This one I think was the best out of the 4 so far.
Yeah.
And obviously Carmelo won, so it makes sense. No, the 2-2. It was nice that it wasn't just a roll-up pin, which they've sort of been giving Carmelo his wins ever since he's been to SmackDown. So yeah, it was just the 4th match of a series.
Very well. Moving on to the next match, which was Nia Jax versus Michin in a street fight. God damn, I missed out on SmackDown for the WWE Women's Championship.
I saw that ending of that match. Oh my God.
Yeah. The ending's great.
What do we have, Warren?
I mean, yeah, it started, Nia was there. Michi did her little promo and then brought out like a bunch of weapons to the ring. Michi was like teasing the table. Nia threw the table back underneath the ring. Then they brought the table. But mostly the ending is when they were both near the end. Tiffy came out, like, is she gonna
turn?
Cash in?
She hit Michin, and then like right before she was obviously gonna cash in, I just sort of woke up like, what are you doing here? And she's like, I'm helping you, obviously. And then we get the return of Bayley, which was nice. Bayley. And she came in the ring, took out Tiffy, they chased each other. Nia's ending was like, I was like, is Michi's alive? Is she alive? She put her in the trash can, that did her finisher, and then like then she started beating up the trash can afterwards a little bit, where the ref was like, can I just see if she's alive first before you continue doing this?
Awesome.
And then that's how it ended, with Nia winning. Like, obviously, like, no one was expecting Nia to lose the title, but it was a good match. Bayley's return, so I'm sure that's going to be the next feud, and the whole, is Tiffy going to betray Nia, is also fun. I don't think she will in a while, because they want to sell those briefcases.
True. Very, very true. Anything else before we move on to the pay-per-view? All right, Bash in Berlin, our final recap of the episode. Awesome night. I took down notes on this one. Let me go ahead and pull up my notes real quick. Bam. All right, so first match of the night was Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens. I wrote crowd's loving it. KO is going in on Cody. Kind of makes me want to see him with the title, honestly, when I saw him beating up Cody.
When before this match, I secretly wanted KO to win. Like, I like the storyline on the stuff they brought up on SmackDown. I guess we skipped like the talking segments. But KO was like, I heard you're injured in your knee, Cody, like during this whole Berlin Europe tour. And Cody's like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. What are you talking about, bro? So there was that angle. I did see the interview on the pre-show between KO and Cody talking to each other, which was nice of how KO was like called out, like how he didn't like Triple H just being handed the championship that one time. Yeah. How he always hated that. And like I was like, I want KO to win. I want KO to be champion. Like I think it would be okay.
I definitely want to see KO as champion. Again, I was hoping that we'd see a vicious. I mean, in my opinion, he should have won. He could have still been a face if he would have taken out Cody's knee. That's what a submission artist would do. I mean, if Daniel Bryan was facing his ass, he would have fucking taken out this knee and became champion. But yeah, that was one of my gripes about it. I was like, well, what the fuck? Really hoping for a KO heel turn. Come on, just fucking take the knee and win the title. What the fuck is happening? I need an evil KO back. The knees back of the neck should have hurt. Oh yeah, so when Cody put his knees up when KO did the swanton, it should have hurt Cody more than fucking KO because his knee's fucked up. If this is the narrative we're doing, but whatever.
He did grab his knee. He did grab his knee for a bit.
That was funny.
And maybe he did more of his other knee to take the impact.
I like it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You were gonna say no, you go.
Oh, I was just gonna say Cody wins.
Oh yeah. I don't think we need the heel KO turn. I like how it sort of went, how like KO is struggling to do the evil stuff because like it's not just like going after the knee, like it's viciously unsportsmanlike going after the knee. It's like that whole move that really could have injured Cody. For a second, I thought maybe Cody's like actually injured, and like this is how they're just trying to write it off, like KO and vicious. But then Cody wins. I think we're gonna get the heel turn from Randy, not KO, instead.
Interesting. I would be cool with that. That would be interesting, honestly.
I think that's going to be the match at. I think that's going to be the match at Bad Blood. Will be Cody versus Randy.
Interesting. It kind of writes itself. I like it. Mm-hmm. Josh, anything you want to
add? The match was good. I did like that one suplex he did from the top of the turnbuckle.
Yes.
Cody looked like he was KO'd.
Dude, no, that looked rough.
Yeah, and then when they were outside on the outside of the ring, KO did actually kick him in the knee. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh yeah. But then like he was like he could have capitalized by like really injuring him on the apron. Like no, I can't do that.
Yeah, he was fighting his demons. Like, should I do the power bomb on the? Just let him go and just push him out.
Yeah, and like the whole sportsman's like where like KO and like also, I think him losing is going to reignite the hunger in KO to go after a singles belt. So like now I think he does feel himself that he is deserving. He's like, you know what? It's been 8 years. I should have the title. I should have won that. I should have like just been vicious. So like we can go that road as well.
I mean, Gunther needs we'll add that later, so I won't add that. So go ahead.
Yeah. I think that's
it. Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. All right. Next match was the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. Jade and Bianca versus Isla Dawn and Alba Fire. Was really hoping for a Jade turn on this one. A heel turn from Jade. But glad the champs won their tag team titles back. It feels right with the Jade and Bianca. Honestly, it gives more. They feel more of a threat with the titles. Yeah. But what do you guys have to say? We'll start with Josh.
It was a okay match. I kind of knew that the Jade and Bianca were going to win the belts back, especially because I think the only reason that Unholy won the tag team was because they were in their country.
Yeah.
Yeah, their hometown.
But they actually, the Unholy is actually a good tag team. I saw a bunch of good tag team moves they did. The finish was kind of weird at the end when Bianca moved out of that move. When she jumped out of the turnbuckle, it kind of felt kind of weird. But it was a good match. And I think they're saving the turn probably by the end of December. So they could have, that's their match at WrestleMania, Bianca versus Jade.
Yeah. I think it's gonna be Bianca who's gonna be the heel. I could see Bianca being upset that she has to carry sort of Jade because Jade doesn't really know how that isn't that well in tag team matches. Like this is her first tag. You can tell like Jade's a little like arguing with the ref, like no. When you argue, that's how they do more damage. Like I feel like you could have that type of angle. I don't see Jade being the heel. I see it's more Bianca. Out of like type of, and I think we could get a good heel Bianca run as well, which would be nice. Yeah, I like their outfits, but I was confused why they were in green this match. Like normally, like they'll be like colors of like Germany or so. It just felt like, hey, we're gonna win your country's colors and then beat you. Like Hell of Fire. I'm like, that seems dickish for a face team to do. Like I noticed, like I didn't think about it when Jade came out in green, but then when Bianca came out in green, I'm like, why are they in green? Like what's
green? What's
the thing? Like I know like on SmackDown they were doing what's her name? The Olympian. They were doing a bunch.
They all have the
Biles.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, that's cool. I'm like, are they doing something else, like a theme that I just don't know the connection? Because I'm like, it just felt a weird color choice, like for them.
Let's see.
Like it didn't fit the theme of the event either.
Of the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
No,
premium live event. I don't know what this pay-per-view is.
PLE. Yeah, you're right. The event was gold. It was all gold. So yeah, it was interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting choice.
Yeah. Again, it was nice. I liked their finisher that they ended on. I don't know the name of that finisher. I don't think anyone does, but I still love it.
Yeah, definitely dope ass finisher.
Yeah.
Let's move on unless anyone else has anything else you want to say. No. All right. Moving on to CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre in the strap match. Now, I honestly did not know. I'm not shocked that Drew McIntyre ambushed CM Punk right off the bat.
Yeah.
But I didn't think I was going to enjoy the match as much as I did. I honestly thought that this match was going to be one of those like, okay, well, let's see how long this fucking lasts. But yeah, it was enjoyable. It was actually competitive. It was still kind of funny to see because it's still fucking, you have to hit the corner.
I like the little lights setup. It helped a little bit better.
Yeah.
Even though it was malfunctioning in the beginning a little bit. And even my goal's like, oh, that light should be off. So I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, there was a couple of malfunctions that was pretty funny, definitely to see.
Yeah.
Anything you want to add, Josh?
I like the match a lot because it has very good storytelling. And I don't know, it was saying on there when they came out, you know how it shows the info and everything. It said that Drew McIntyre was 0-2 for strap matches.
0-2.
Yeah,
now he's 0-3.
Now he's 0-3. And then I guess they were saying, the announcer saying that CM Punk's last strap match was against Umaga.
Oh,
I did not know that.
I didn't know that. That's wild.
Yeah, I think I knew that. Like, and they were both their last strap matches were both at Extreme Rules. The other thing, like for Drew, it was against Killian Cross at Extreme Rules, like 2023, and then CM Punk's was Umaga. I forget the year, but it was also Extreme Rules, which I thought was like funny. I'm like, oh, I guess I just don't get strap matches. The whole corner thing of like how like it just stops if you just attack your opponent. Well, not if you get attacked by your opponent, because I guess at the end CM Punk. Yeah. But like I feel like if that's the case, if they were doing that whole like CM Punk was on the back and also hitting the thing, I'm like, wouldn't that cancel out the other person's thing right away? And then if they hit the next one, that cancels out your other one, so it actually doesn't go anywhere. I don't know. these rules.
That would have made more sense instead of both of them being lit up. I was like, then who wins?
Yeah. And it was funny because that whole part when he had CM Punk on his back reminded me of, I don't know if it was JBL. He had Eddie on his back or John Cena because they also had a match like that. And John Cena was doing the same thing. It was JBL and Eddie doing all the same thing.
Man, I like the nods this weekend this weekend.
I'm just glad it didn't end that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did like CM Punk when he first had a chance to touch. He's like, "Nah, I'm gonna beat the crap out of you first." And then,
I think they had to change his wrists, CM Punk's wrist, like halfway through the match, like after the table thing, because like they stayed on the ref too close, like he's like it fell off, like he threw me in, and then like or like his arm was in, you're like I gotta switch arms or else this is not gonna be, or we're gonna have another injured CM Punk, and I don't think anyone wants that. So,
dude. So CM Punk wins, and I'm ready for this rivalry to be done and over with. Like I think it's done
at Bad Blood.
Bad Blood, Hell in a Cell.
No,
that'd be good.
It's gonna be Hell in a Cell.
I guess you gotta do it. You gotta do the rubber match. It's 1-on-1. You gotta end.
I guess you're right.
You know what I was secretly hoping that for somehow like maybe they'd like duplicate it. But once CM Punk gets his bracelet back, it just snaps off and breaks.
Oh my god, that'd be fucking brilliant. That'd be a movie.
Or Drew McIntyre said on Monday Night Raw, that's not the real one. I still have the real one, and that sets up the Hell in a Cell match.
Oh, okay. So maybe it makes sense. Most likely it will be a cage match. That makes sense. That makes the most sense out of it. I mean, it'd be cool if they were to do like a first blood match.
That's what I was thinking, first blood, but then CM Punk started bleeding real easily in this match. So.
So
I was like, oh no, it wouldn't be a long match if this was happening.
Maybe it's
CM Punk just cosplays as that Kane.
Oh my god!
Only his hand is visible. Just like.
I will even be cool with the 2 out of 3 falls match. That will seal the deal too. Like, let's end this already.
Or bring back 3 stages of hell.
Or the 3 stages of hell. It's fucking Triple H in the reigns now. It's iconic. Let's bring it back. I like it. But yeah, let's go ahead and move on unless you guys want to add anything else.
Just that CM Punk, I think he gave 4 GTS?
Damn, yeah, he
did. I think so. Yeah. I think 3 of them were in a row. I think 1 was just earlier, but yeah.
Nice. Good shit. Fucking CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. Moving on to the next match was the mixed tag team matchup with the Terror Twins versus the New Judgment Day of Dominic and Liv Morgan. One thing I'll say before we get into this is that I wish mixed tag team matches were actually done like how they are done in the indies. I understand that they don't want to do it that way because it's on they have a wider audience, and people are gonna say like, oh, this is encouraging domestic violence, blah 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 blah. Listen, we all know yeah, this happens. I agree, but how about we just enjoy the show? Because there are some awesome matches that happen in intergender wrestling, and I wish that they would air it on TV and not just have it in the indies. But they only did this once in AEW, and it was Kenny Omega and Riho versus Kip Sabian and Penelope. I forgot her last name, but that shit was dope. We saw Penelope going up against Kenny Omega, and now they're just going for it. It was awesome to see. I feel like we're able to do it nowadays, but they just don't want to hear it from the Bible Belt. So I don't know.
Yeah. Also for me, it's always just weird that like if you tag in your partner, the other person has to tag in right away. Like, what stops them from then just tagging the other person back in and go like, no, you don't get to rest. You got to go back in.
So we did.
And also,
yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, no. Let's stick with this topic. What were you gonna say?
We did get to see Rhea get her hands on Dominic and do a couple moves, but how awesome would it have been if Dominic was stuck in the ring with Rhea Ripley? Like that shit.
I thought you say like, what if how awesome would it be if Damien just chokeslam Liv Morgan?
That too. Like that could happen in this type of matches, and we can actually have a mixed tag team championship that would mean something.
Yeah. Also, I'd say like, what would you rather get, a clothesline by Rio or a clothesline by Dom Dom? I'm like, probably Dom Dom.
Oh man. But yeah, let's go on to the match. It was a funny match. Finally got to see a couple things happen. Let me see. I'm not surprised that Judgment Day interfered.
Yeah, Judgment Day showed up.
I like the storyline though. The Territorians were still able to keep their own and get a payback on the Judgment Day, and they picked up the win. Anything you guys want to add to this match?
No, I'm
go ahead, Warren.
No. I was gonna say like I'm excited to see what happens on Monday Night Raw with the Judgment Day. I know Dom Dom's in the next triple threat for the IC one, so we'll see how that plays out. Finn's clearly pissed off.
Yeah, Finn is pissed and he wants retribution. Josh, what did you want to add?
I was gonna say it was a good match. I did like in the beginning when Liv was in front of Damien. Damien had his 5 fingers to his face, and he steps out, and Liv Rhea gives her a double kick to the face.
Yeah, that was a good fake out.
And then when what's her name, Rhea did that kick to the head when she was laying down, I was like, damn, Liv took that hit hard. It was like moments before Judgment Day came out.
I think I know what part you're talking about. Yeah, that shit looked fucking rough.
Josh, where'd you go?
I'm blending in.
Lean in.
And then I like also that callback that Rhea did to Dom when she had him on the leg with like leg lock with the head. I don't even turnbuckle. She had him.
Yeah.
Oh.
She did that to him. She did that to him back when she was trying to change him to come to Judgment Day.
Yeah, when she was trying to corrupt fucking Dominic.
Yeah.
That is funny. Good catch there.
Did you see the loud meter on that when they're doing that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It was louder than when Cody Rhodes showed up.
Yeah.
Not sure if you guys got to catch this awesome spot that Liv did to Rhea, and it looked like Rhea got just fucking went for it. It was a Canadian destroyer off the apron to Rhea, and then Rhea basically gets her back thrown to the guardrail. I'm not sure if you guys saw that.
I think so. Was this? I don't know which match it was, but I noticed Samantha, whenever she sees wrestling, she's always surprised there's violence.
Yeah. I
feel like she's like, what's going on? I'm like, you know where you're working, right?
Samantha Irving always has the best reactions, man. I really hope that she sticks around with the WWE because she does make it a lot enjoyable.
Oh, I think she's the best. I didn't know she had that Beatles tattoo on her arm. I don't know if that's new or not. I was like,
no, good catch. I saw that too. I was like, oh damn, that's pretty sick. Moving on to the main event of the evening, which was.
I was gonna say one more thing. Did you see that spot where Damien did the clothesline on Dominic? Dominic did that flip onto the table.
Yeah, that was.
Oh
dope.
yeah,
I liked it. Yeah, good callback on that spot. That was a pretty sick ass spot. We had Randy Orton versus Gunther for the World's Heavyweight Championship, and for the whole fucking match, I thought Randy Orton was about to win the shit. I was like, oh shit, they're really gonna do it. But I'm like, nah, it's a good twist that they're doing. They're not gonna have Gunther lose the title. But damn it, Randy really put it to him, and Gunther the same gave it to Randy. Funny things that happened though. There was a fucking wave happened. I'm not sure if you caught that. That was funny.
I saw that.
I didn't catch that. No. Yeah. Was that in the beginning or?
That was in the middle of the match.
Yeah.
Okay. I was cutting up pizza in the very beginning, so I missed the first 3 minutes of the match. So I didn't, or 2 minutes. I didn't catch that part. So.
Yeah, that was funny.
I saw the entrances, and I'm like, all right, it's gonna be a long match. I'm gonna cut the pizza now.
What was it? There was another thing that happened. I think Randy acknowledged it, and he was just like, he did something.
Yeah, he clapped.
Yeah,
he clapped. He clapped to all the fans.
Yeah, they were just having fun.
Yeah, I do think like at one point in the match, it seemed like they just sort of stopped. Like there's a point I'm like, what's going on? It's like a whole minute they're just like.
I think because people were like also having fun out there. There was the wave and there was some other shit happening most likely.
It was around the time when Rain was just setting up the stairs. I'm like, ref, he should have been counting out like 20 minutes ago. Like, I felt like the ref said 5 3 times in a row. It's like 5.
You heard me?
I mean it, Randy. 5. Randy, 5. Like,
but I think they called it out because I think Gunther jumped into the ring to break the count. So that's what the commentators were saying. I'm like, oh. Okay.
Which also, that also didn't make sense. Like, no. It'd be an advantage if you just like stay out. Like, no, we're gonna give the double count out. You still get your championship belt.
There was a chopping storm. It was slap happy of match. Definitely enjoyed it. RK out of nowhere. I honestly thought that Randy was gonna win when that happened. But Gunther ended up choking him out and retaining the title, and I like the way he won. I like that he choked him out. That makes him much more of a threat and formidable.
You also can't argue it either. Like,
can't argue it.
If like the ref fucked up, not like the hand was shaking, like the ref's like, nope, he's knocked out.
He's gone. He's out of there. Anything you guys?
Like, I'm still awake.
And you guys, Josh, do you want to add anything about this match?
In the beginning when they were announcing the names, I did like Kaiser coming out to introduce Gunther.
That shit was cool.
I was gonna say, like, at first I'm like, why isn't Kaiser out here? And then like he literally showed out of nowhere, like on the ring, like just like, oh, there he is. You know,
say his name and he'll appear.
Yeah. And I also like when Randy was working on Gunther's arm the whole match. When he was doing the pull and the shit.
So it looked like fucking Gunther really fucked up his deltoid. Like his shoulder.
Something was bruised,
Something got fucked in that match. Warren, do you want to add anything about this match?
No, it was a really good match. Like, honestly, like every match on this pay-per-view, it was sort of obvious he was gonna win. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Like, in this whole pay-per-view I thought was good. I know, but like even this match was like, it was really entertaining. It was a brutal battle. Like, there was some slow moments, which is fine, I guess. They seemed like they were very tired or sweat. Like, they were very sweating a lot. Like, I don't know what it is. I'm like, were they just different air in Germany? Like, I don't understand why they were just sweating so much.
Maybe higher elevation, that match, possibly.
I sort of missed the whole doing it 3 times, but it seems like they would do that if they know they're gonna wake up on the 3rd time. If they know they're just gonna get out right away, it's just one and done. But yeah, I'm curious who Gunther's next opponent is going to be for, let's say, Bad Blood, or else they're just gonna let him take a break from Bad Blood and just focus on other matches on that. Especially since they're only doing 5 matches pay-per-view. How do I feel about that? I feel like there should have been at least 6.
I kind of felt that this one was kind of short. It felt short.
Yeah. I mean, it was 3 hours long.
Really?
It ended around 1. Yeah.
God damn. Okay, never mind. And just felt fast. Damn. Okay. Good shit.
Though I think it was also, did anyone notice like the new trivia on Peacock during like the commercials?
No, I didn't see that. But I saw someone posted on Instagram.
Yeah, there was one that was like about a website. Like, can't you find all the products? I just want to be like, no. Like one was like, what was like the other title Cody Rhodes held on to this year? It was like U.S. Championship or Tag Team Championship. But I just wanted to answer the wrong one, but I didn't answer anything. So like, no, you're not going to get in my information, Peacock. Even though it's someone else's account that I'm watching this on.
You're like, you're get nothing. But all in all, honestly, I agree with you guys. It was a good pay-per-view. I'd give it like an 8 out of 10, in my opinion. Warren, what would you give it?
I'd say 8 out of 10ish area. Like, I wouldn't say it was great. Like, if there was, I don't know, like a surprise type of ending. Like, if I feel like if KO won, I would have maybe given it a 9 out of 10, because like at least it's something different. I do think we're gonna see Randy go after Cody because unlike Kay, he's like, no, I'll deal with. I don't care about our friendship. I will
fucking leg out.
I will take you. Yeah. Especially because like I want gold. I didn't get it at Bash of Berlin. I can't get it again. But I am here in SmackDown, and I know I can take you out, Cody. But yeah, no, yeah, I'll say 8 out of 10. It was a good pay-per-view. I enjoyed it. I had fun time.
Cool. Josh, what would you give this pay-per-view?
I'd give it an 8.5 especially because of the main event, especially at the end when Gunther gave Randy the hand instead of Randy giving Gunther the hand.
Yeah.
And I hear Randy mouth, "You're the future," so that was pretty good. Yeah. Neat.
Definitely cool. But yeah, let's go ahead and end the podcast for now. I want to thank aka the stream. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. I want to thank Josh for being on the podcast. I want to thank Warren for being on the podcast. Josh, where can they find you on the socials?
Just on Instagram, Sith_Josh_A18.
Hell yeah. Where can they find you on the socials, Warren?
I was gonna say for a second, I thought you were only gonna thank Josh earlier. I am on Insta, YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok under TwoStone, TU_STEUND. One of my clips is actually Randy winning against Gunther on my YouTube. It was during King of the Ring, but I'm like, still could have happened. It was an RKO out of nowhere.
Nice. And be sure to tune in next weekend where we give you another Lucha Critics episode. Be sure to give us a comment. Let us know what you want to see on the Lucha Critics and what you guys want us to review next. Until then, be good to yourself and others. Bye. Bye.
Be sure to follow me on all the social platforms at AnisiRick. And you can also email the show at notsointellectualpod@gmail.com. See you next time.